Breaking Taboo presents The Psychology of New Year's Resolutions and How to Make Them Stick. Oftentimes we find that in the beginning of the year, we're really good at sticking to and keeping up with our New Year's resolutions and our goals. But by the end of the year, these seem to fade away and they don't stick anymore. Why don't they stick? In this video, we will be going into the psychology behind New Year's resolutions, as well as look at some different tips to help make them stick. So first, let's look at what are New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions can be defined as a tradition in which a person resolves to continue good practices, change an undesired trait or behavior, accomplish a personal goal, or otherwise improve their life at the start of a new year. Some common resolutions include exercising more, eating healthier or changing your diet, spending less time on the phone or computer, and saving money. These resolutions at the beginning of every new year can be explained by the fresh start effect, which explains how temporal landmarks can motivate aspirational behaviors, making New Year's the perfect time to start fresh and leave bad behaviors and imperfections in the past year. Psychological studies have asked participants what they believe are important factors in long-term persistence of goals, and they believe that enjoyment and importance play equally large roles in long-term persistence of our New Year's resolutions. But when these people put the resolutions into practice, psychologists found that enjoyment played a much larger role than importance in the long-term persistence of New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals. So, what this means is that enjoyment can actually outweigh importance. For example, everyone knows that exercise is really important for a long and healthy life, but not everyone enjoys it and can find it tedious. So if we don't enjoy it, we are less likely to stick to this goal and it may fade away throughout the year, and this New Year's resolution won't hold up. Another factor that plays a role in New Year's resolutions is conscious decisions. When you are consciously aware of your habits and choices when they are bad, use this elevated consciousness to make changes that are difficult, and if you persist long enough, these conscious decisions will become unconscious healthy habits, and so we need to put effort into changing our unhealthy habits. So, putting all of this together, the fresh start effect, the enjoyment factor, and conscious decisions, we can learn a lot about New Year's resolutions and how to make them stick. So, here are 5 tips to make your resolution stick throughout the new year. The first tip is to take small steps. Oftentimes, our New Year's resolutions are phrased as big and vague, which can be daunting, making them feel unachievable and almost impossible. For example, if our New Year's resolution was to exercise more, we could rephrase this and say we want to work out twice a week throughout the year. And then from there, you can build up and say you want to work out 4 or 5 times a week. So, being more specific with our resolutions and building up from our small steps can really help them stick throughout the year. The second tip is to work on one resolution at a time. Oftentimes, our mental loads are overloaded, and too many resolutions at once can seem really intimidating. And so taking things one step at a time and focusing on one resolution at a time can really lessen the mental load and make things less intimidating and help you achieve these goals. The third tip is to share your goals with others. Having a buddy system to motivate yourself and keep you and your friend accountable can be really helpful and supportive for you, and also help you keep your goals throughout the year. The fourth tip is to track your habits. Oftentimes, tracking your habits and your progress can make your goals more concrete because you can actually see the change that is coming when you are pursuing your goals. Some helpful things to do to track your goals are to use tracking apps such as Booklet, Habitica, and Stick. You can also do journaling or write it down. And the last tip is to be kind to yourself. Remember that change is a really long process. Remember to give yourself credit and to celebrate your small victories. A lot of times we expect ourselves to be perfect, but that is really unrealistic for us. So remember, take a break. Results don't happen immediately. Nobody is perfect, and change takes time. So, let's all try to make 2021 a great year with these tips on keeping our New Year's resolutions. Remember to love yourself, take care of yourself, and if you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe for more, check us out on our socials, and check out our past videos. Thanks so much and Happy New Year!